Go, 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 go.
Deixa eu dizer o que penso dessa vida. Preciso de mais desabafar. Deixa eu dizer o que penso dessa vida. Preciso de mais desabafar. Deixa eu dizer o que penso dessa vida.
Another beautiful day out here in Nevada, out here in Las Vegas. I'm finally pulling the trigger and making my dance course because go, 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 go. I don't know why people think that I'm gonna just like drive out in front of them. It's like there's a median there for a reason, so I can wait and be safe. Anyways, we're heading to a spot that I love going to on my scooter, and I'm gonna build and make the course up there, record it and everything. And yeah, man, if you've been wanting to do something and you feel like you know, the nerves of like, are people gonna want it? Are they gonna accept it? You know what I mean? That's the doubt and the judgment. And I've learned that judgment is actually one of the biggest things that you shouldn't be doing for yourself when you're wanting to create a better life. The judgment is one of the worst vibrations you can actually be in, as far as creating your life. So don't get caught up in what people say. Don't get caught up in your emotions as far as not knowing what to do next. Just keep creating. Get out there and create. I told myself today it's about 102 degrees out here, and I was like, you know what, it's hot, and I could feel the doubt. So I was having a lot of doubts creating this course as far as like, are people going to want to buy it? They don't know who I am really, so you know, I'm not like super viral or anything, and it's like, are they going to want to listen to the wisdom that I have? And you know, I've been dancing for 11 years and I've acquired a lot of wisdom on how to create a unique elite style of dance. Not just like how to be a dancer, it's like actually how can I create a unique style, because that's a huge fear I had when I was starting to learn how to dance. I was like, how am I going to stand out? How am I going to be different? You know, I had no idea how that was going to work. And so basically, I'm just kind of listening to the wisdom that I teach everyone else, which is just like, you only can take it one day at a time. And procrastinating and not acting on your highest excitement is just going to create more doubt and more judgment towards yourself and the future that you really want to create. So for me, I was like, you know what? That's a lot of truth. I just need to get out there and create it. It's 102 degrees out plus. And I'm like, I'm probably going to get burnt to a crisp. I might not be able to do this all in one take like I was expecting. That's why it's good not to have expectations. So I'm going to go out here and probably record like 2 sections of the video, the intro, and then 2 sections. I got water. Thank God I have an iPhone 12 because it's waterproof, so I can pour really cold water on it to cool it down. Because what happens is my phone overheats and then it stops recording and I can't record and I have to wait and wait and wait. But I came prepared because it is scalding hot out here. The Vegas heat is no joke. So that's what this video is about, is just kind of getting myself in that flow, you know, documenting the journey as I create it. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. And the platform that I'm going to be using to advertise my course and like build the website and everything on, it's called Teachable. And it's a pretty good platform. It looks really professional and it has a lot of the things that you would want, as far as like, you can even have affiliate links with it, with your own course. It's all set up like really easy, just like plug in and boom, there you go. The structure is already laid out. Like they had the skeleton of what you would need in a sense without having to think of how to design your website. It's very easy. But yeah, man, if you guys have anything that you're wanting to create, you know, each day you don't create that dream, you're basically creating an energy of like of doubt, you know. And I had a big realization that judgment is one of the biggest key factors in why people don't manifest their dreams, and why they don't manifest in general, is because the judgment is an extremely low vibration. And I learned that from this guy named Clark. And I'll put a little clip in here about what he talks about with that idea of the vibration of judgment and why it won't let you manifest.
Hey, it's Clark, and in this video, we're talking about the roots of why, if you felt like you can't manifest something, man, you've had the same goals for like 12 to 18 months, nothing budging, this is the root of it. If you felt like you've slipped into some low vibes, or it's easy for you to slip into low vibes, or you feel like people don't like you, this thing we're talking about here is probably at the root of it. Relationship issues, this thing in this video, probably at the root of it. And definitely, if you've ever felt like afraid of getting found out, or exposed, or you felt like an imposter, you weren't good enough, this is probably at the root here. Forewarning, it might sound a little simple and boring to you, but here's the thing. Termites in your house are simple. You don't notice them at first, but over 10, 20, 30 years, they're the root cause and they erode the foundation away. It's exactly what this is to you in your life, and we're talking about it in this video. I'm gonna share some stories with you. I'm gonna give you some what to do and just explore this idea with you. Full transparency, this video is inspired by this book that I reread. I bought it several years ago, and I was looking at my bookshelf just trying to find something kind of quick to breeze through this morning. And this was the shortest book I could find. It's like 30 or 40 pages. So I'm like, hey, let me just pick this up. And man, it was such a good refresher. I definitely want to share it with you. It's by Sam Harris, thought leader, and it's called Lying. Now I know exactly what you're thinking now, like, Clark, I'm not some sociopath, I don't lie all the time. Keep watching, because we'll show you why. Now I want to first unpack why lying is at the roots, like we were talking about, and why it can really just suck you down and lower your vibe. And it's not really what you think. Insert the chart of vibrations, also known as the Hawkins scale. This is not a theoretical video of how they measured it. It's pretty intuitive. You got the good feelings up top, you got the bad feelings at the bottom. Where do you want to be? Yeah, you want to be towards the top, don't you, intuitively? What's interesting about this chart that I want to point out and just visually illustrate this to you, what are the lowest emotions there? It's not anger. It's not pride. It's not like frustration, revenge even. It's guilt, shame. It's not even fear. So guilt and shame are like the lowest vibrations. Think about that. When you feel guilty and shameful, I mean, that sucks you down right there, right? What does lying do? It makes you feel like you're in those feelings of guilt and shame. So this is why sociopaths and psychopaths are so dangerous, because they actually don't feel guilt and shame towards lying. So obviously lying to other people, yes, it's bad. Like if you're a CFO and you lie about your numbers publicly to a company, you inflate them or deflate them, yeah, it's bad. We understand that. If you're lying on a test and it's blatantly obvious, yeah, that's bad. We're not talking about that here. We're talking about something more subtle, lying to yourself. And could that elicit some of the same feelings of guilt and shame that are actually lowering your vibration down and keeping you stuck as those big, public, audacious lies that we conjure up in our mind?
Down so I can record a little bit now. I decided to come underneath this canopy right here. I chose this one just because of the background, and the shade is going to help tremendously with me being able to get this done, because I realized coming over here that just doing like one video clip, it was overheating like that. Just there's close to impossible, and I don't want to keep creating excuses for myself and why I'm not going to make this course, because if I do that, I'm gonna literally have to like wait until October when it's like 80 degrees at the peak, or I'm gonna do it in my trailer, you know. And I don't want to do it in the trailer. I wanted to do it out here in like nature, and you know, just out here where, you know, life is at. You know what I mean? This is where life is, and it's peaceful out here. And so I figured, why not? And at the same time, like, I'm not making excuses for myself this time. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get the equipment set up, and I'm gonna cool my phone down, and we're gonna make it happen. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't know where to start with dance. They don't know how to create the uniqueness within themselves. They don't know how to bring it out. And I have that. I realized how to do that because of my journey and the knowledge that I acquired over the time. And then I applied it into action. It became wisdom. So I know how to bring it out of every single person. And it's a 9-step thing, but there's one key component that allows you to really tap into that unique side and the right brain hemisphere of your mind, to where you can tap into that creativity. You know, because we're all individual people, which means we all have an individual style and and individual perspective on life, and we can bring that love that we have for life and love that we have for dance, and the love we have for wanting to become a dancer, and I know how to bring that out of them, and I'll teach them how to do that. So I was like, I'm not going to keep making excuses, man. You know, I can redo the course, I can re-record it, you know, in the future, but right now I need to get it out there to the world, and the world needs to hear what I got to say, because I'm seeing no one do this online, and I'm just like, you know what, this could help me out a little bit financially, to where I can keep pursuing my dreams as far as being a content creator. And because, you know, street performing is fun and all, but I don't like the lifestyle of it, because the lifestyle is very it's kind of lacking the perspectives that people have on you. Not that that really matters, but it definitely holds me back as far as life, and it's wearing on my body, because I want to become into calisthenics, and that takes, you know, the hard work it takes with that. You know, after my workout, I'm like, I'm done, and I can't really dance as well. I don't like that, because I like giving quality. So for me, the doubt I had in my head and the judgment was like, I was nervous on like, am I going to give enough quality? Like, am I going to, it's all, that's doubt. You know, am I, that's all doubt. And so I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter, because once I edit this and once I see it, you know what I mean? That's going to be what it is. But I know I'm going to do my best out here. I know that I will put as much quality content in it as I can. But I'm really happy that I came out here and that this was here, because the shade is going to help me out tremendously. So whatever you guys are doing today, do your best at it, and don't let your doubt, don't let the self-doubt come in to where you're not going to create. Because when you don't do that, that creates that energy of lag. The lag of energy creates this judgment of like, oh, I didn't, you know, do it yesterday. And then, so it's like I say with fitness, if you don't, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, then tomorrow turns into next week, and then next week turns into next month, and then next month is next year, and then before you know it, you're in your 40s and 50s, and you're overweight, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And it's like, if you would have just started just a little bit every single day, then that's what that would give you, that ultimate feeling of life and satisfaction of knowing that you did your best in this lifetime, because you're only living one life. You're not living multiple lives. This is the only life you have to live. So when you're on your deathbed and death is coming and you're an older person, don't you want to look back on your life and say, I did my best? I sure know I do. So as you can see here, I got this rag. So it's got cold water on it, because I'm doing my takeout here, and I spent 6 minutes talking, and I could feel myself feeling a little bit rushed, because I didn't want my phone to overheat, and then when it overheats, it cuts off, and I don't get no footage. And I'm out here by myself, so there's no one here to tell me, hey, it stopped. You know, so what happened is I was talking for 6 minutes, and I only recorded 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And so I just had the harsh realization that, okay, this is not going to work. I can't keep, you know, using this water and dehydrating my own self just to keep my phone cooled down. So what I'm going to have to do, I have to do this. Or I should say, what I get to do now is I get to wake up early, another beautiful day tomorrow. And I'm going to wake up at like 6:30 and get out around 7:30. And then continue this tomorrow morning in a cooler atmosphere, because it's like in the 80, 83, 85. Right now it's 104 out here. Change of plans. I just got an awesome tip from Blanca. Blanca said, because I was telling her how hot it was and how the phone cut out on me and everything, and it's just gonna stay, it's gonna be like 100 plus this entire week, except for 2 days where it's like 98. She said, check Mount Charleston. And I was like, oh man, that's right, Mount Charleston, it snows up there, and it's like 45 minutes away, not even, maybe an hour. And I look it up, and guess what the temperature is? 68 degrees. I was like, oh my God. So that just made me so happy, to where I'm like, yes, I can guaranteed record, and I can do a lot of dance videos up there as well, and my phone's not gonna overheat. That's lit. I am so ecstatic from that. Thank you so much, Blanca. I appreciate that, because I'm sitting here in this heat, and I'm just like, I don't want to run into this issue again. And so, man, it feels nice to have that weight lifted off, and I'm like, I don't need to worry about it, you know, because the goal is to record the content, edit the content, and then publish it, get it out there, right? Because I have a lot of people ask me, oh man, I wish I could dance, you know, how did you learn and this and that? And it would be just, that's where I got the idea. I was like, wait a second, everyone's asking me, how did I learn how to dance? How did this, how did that? And why not put it into a fine-tuned course, 30 to 40 minutes at most, and to where, you know, they can learn how to dance in the comfort of their own home, right? Because a lot of people, they feel judged and they feel that fear when they go into a dance studio because everyone there knows how to dance, right? And they're looking at them, and I've been there. I tried out for it was like a class for like the Jabberwockies or something, and everyone there was like way better than me as far as choreo, right? I didn't know how to do choreo, nor did it. I felt like didn't feel like it was my calling, right? When I was in there, I was like, this is just not for me. Like I need to create my own thing, right? I need to be my own personal handout instead of looking for the handout, because that's what a lot of entertainers do. That's what a lot of artists do. They look for the handout, right? They look for the sponsorship. They look for the gig, you know. And for me, I was like, I want to become the gig. I want to be the one that's hiring everyone else. And that's WKZ Parties. That's one of those goals and dreams of mine, to create a foundation that is based off of, you know, artists, entertainment, you know, people who have talent, right? And there's a whole story behind that, but I'm super happy. I feel relieved that I know I can just wake up tomorrow. I don't have to wake up super early. I mean, I probably will anyways, just to kind of get it going. But it feels nice to know that I can go up there, and at midday right now, it's 68 degrees. That's beautiful. So I'm going to head back. Like I said, gonna hit this workout and then just sit in that, just being grateful, man. Like, wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much again, Blanca. I appreciate that, because I was sitting here really being like, dang, like, how am I going to do this? Like, I don't want it to keep cutting out on me. It's like literally hot on my hand right now. The phone is hot. It's legitimately hot. So I'm gonna head back now. I'll see you guys back at the RV. Welcome to the Infinite Realm of Dance. My name is Iton. Well, hold on one second. There we go. Welcome, guys. Congratulations on investing in yourself. Something that a lot of people don't do, which is invest in themselves. Congratulations on doing that and taking action on the Infinite Realm of Dance. This is where we're going to create infinite possibilities for you and all those that are out there seeking learning how to dance. You know, for me, In this series of videos, we're going to teach you how to create a unique style of dance, and not just a unique style, but how to become an elite